Hi Fiends, and welcome to Race Weekend Update for the Austrian 2022 Formula One Grand Prix. My name is Stacey Hewen, and let's get right into it. Despite Ferrari's best effort, Charles Leclerc finally won a race. It has been said that Leclerc's biggest enemy is his team, and it was looking like that had changed today, but Ferrari was unwilling to yield the victory to Charles without a fight, and gave Charles a very strange throttle issue, causing his throttle to be stuck at a minimum of 20% for the final 10 laps of the race. After successfully executing Plan E, Carlos Sainz had a massive engine fire near the end of the race, and I called it! I freaking called it, and I have the receipts! Lewis is officially out of contention for the World Drivers' Championship, as he confirmed over the radio that his tires were good, something a WDC contender would never do. Since he's no longer fighting for the ship, Lewis has been able to enjoy F1 from the fans' perspective. As he mentioned in the post-race press conference, he was so far behind he was watching the leaders on TV. Max Verstappen called track limits a joke today, which Ferrari took personally, as they clearly take pride in being the biggest joke in Formula One every race day. McLaren did poorly today, but that's okay because Will Buxton promised Lando Norris ice lollies after the next race. Mick Schumacher had his best ever finish in Formula One, won Driver of the Day, outperformed Kevin Magnussen, and had 2 days of back-to-back battles with the most decorated Formula One driver of all time. In other news, F1 fans across the world are insisting they have something in their eye, their allergies are really bad, and/or it's a terrible day for rain. George Russell earned a 5-second penalty today for his collision with Sergio Perez. When asked about the incident, George Russell said, "I couldn't help it. It's just natural for Mercedes' lead driver to pit maneuver Red Bull's second driver." Pierre Gasly decided to give it a go, doing to Vettel what Russell did to Perez, after which Vettel said, "What is wrong with these people?" To which Gasly replied, "What do you mean, you people?" Now over to the Canadian Positivity Guy for the Canadian perspective on this Grand Prix.
Well, you've heard the British guys enough, so why don't you listen to somebody else for a change?
Well, fuck a duck. A little beaking between fan bases is nothing new to us Canucks. I mean, hell, we've been known to riot after a hockey team loses, but this sort of backwoods behavior seems to have finally made its way to Formula One, with reports of Austrian fans acting racist, sexist, and homophobic towards fans wearing the wrong colors. I mean, sure, a little bit of chin wagging is all in good fun as long as you're just flapping lips, but I think we were all surprised to hear just how far over the line it went, so I'm going to take this moment to remind all you Austrian fans to keep your stick on the ice. Red Green would not be proud of the way you're acting, and you're all this close to being uninvited to the Possum Lodge barbecue, so get your shit together. You don't need to gutty people just because they cheer for your favorite sports guy's rival. At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of peasants circle jerking about rich fucks who go zoom around a track, so chill out, spark a devil's dart, and don't concern yourself with which rich fuck the other peasants are cheering for. Give your balls a tug, tit fuckers. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Haas had another double points finish today, making it 2 in a row for the struggling American team. Gunther Steiner was seen at a local hospital following the race, as he was told to consult a doctor for erections lasting more than 4 hours, and he was on his second week straight. Yuki Tsunoda earned the famed Alonso finger wag after he squeezed Alonso onto the grass while being passed. And now for the spicy meme of the week. We have Villain Era Mick by Frosty Gunner Skirt Skirt, which was posted to our Formula Dank. The text is, "Upgrading your car." Nah. Mick remembering his last name? Yeah. On the Drake Hotline Bling template, with Gunther Steiner replacing Drake. I love this meme because it's both shitting on Haas for still not having upgrades, while at the same time commending Mick for finally getting his act together. And while it's true, he is known for really coming alive in the second half of his second season in every racing series, but this one also subtly pokes fun at the fact that Mick's crashes are likely why he hasn't been able to get their upgrades out yet. And so it both combines how much we love Mick and we're rooting for him, especially given the whole situation with the legacy that he's inherited, but at the same time also giving Haas a hard time because we all know how much Steiner loves the drama. Well, that was another fun one. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like if you have subscribed, and if you laughed, consider sharing with a friend who might enjoy this type of content. I've also started uploading a little bit of shorter form content whenever I think of something kind of meme-like that I feel needs to exist in the world, but don't worry, I'm still going to be putting out race weekend updates every time there's a race, and I'm also going to be making other longer form content like the Nintendo character grid that I've done, which is going to be right here. I appreciate everybody for the support. The channel's exploded in popularity over the past week, so I'm really riding that high. And thanks again for tuning in. My name is Stacey Hewen, and let's be fiends together.